Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. In association with nerdaddiction.com.
Oh, hey, it's Grapeface.
You are
Him smell like bacon. Let's eat him up.
No, wait, please. Ow, no. Help me. Someone, please help me.
You suck. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure. It's from Power of the Primes, it's Hun-Gurr. So this is the Voyager figure of the Terrorcon leader. I found this at my local Walmart. It was $24.99, I think, yeah. It's the first time I've seen this in the store. I was real excited about this because I like the Terrorcons. I like Monster Bots. I think those are fun. This definitely looks very, very cool. And there's some neat homages to the original G1 figure, which a lot of the figures in the Prime Wars line has done. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Hun-Gurr in the packaging, and it's similar packaging to what we've been getting. It says Transformers Aside, says Generations, there he is. He comes with, it looks like the same feet that Grimlock came with, except they're like hot purple. And he's got the combination matrix thingy right there that is purple with some yellow paint. We get his monster mode down there, looking all kinds of cool. This is Power of the Primes, he's got a little window up there. Side of the package has Abomination, this side of the package has all the Prime logos. So just kind of a close-up. There he is, looking cool. And then, where's it at? Right there. It says Power of the Primes, Hun-Gurr. There's his beast mode. I like that artwork. I think that looks pretty cool. And then we get Abominus right there, looking all kinds of neat. And then here is the back of the packaging. And as usual, we get his monster mode here. He's got the combination matrix thingy there. It's got a little write-up. There he is in his robot mode. He transforms in 16 steps. And then it shows you, hey, you can use these feet as weapons if you want. And it also works with all the other little Prime gimmicks here. Now, here's the goofy thing. In these pictures, it looks like they forgot to Photoshop the head onto these, which is very strange looking. I don't know if that's supposed to be purposeful, but it really doesn't look like it. It looks like there's a white box over where his head should be, and they just didn't put a head in there. Like maybe the head wasn't done for it? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So here's a close-up. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. But yeah, so there he is with his head. There he is without a head. There he is without a head. There he is without a head. I don't know. That's very strange to me. So yeah, there's his little beastie mode. And then here are the other little Prime Masters. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody else have this figure? Did you notice that on the back of the box? Leave a comment down below. I find that really weird. But that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Hun-Gurr out of box and see what we think. So here we have Hun-Gurr out of the packaging, and this is one of those figures. There are things I really like about it and things that kind of annoy me about it. Now, the things that annoy me really aren't that bad, but they are just, I don't know, they're just, maybe I'm just getting nitpicky about things, but there's some things I wish Hasbro could have done a little bit better, and this would have gone from a good toy to a great toy. First up, he comes with his footies. So he's got these nice little purple feet. Much like Grimlock, he comes with both of them for Abominus, which is nice. And then I just went ahead and put the transformation combination cog or matrix or whatever you want to call that thing in the foot. And that's one thing I wish on these figures that come with the combination pieces. I wish that you could load them into them kind of like a matrix. Like, this guy's got a perfect setup where you could raise this piece up and load it in like a matrix, but alas, it does not. So that's a little disappointing, but again, not a deal breaker. To be honest, there's really nothing that's a deal breaker on this guy for me, which is a good thing. I will say for the most part, I do like him. He very much looks like the old G1 in a better, more articulated body, which is nice. Love the silver sunglasses up here, very cool. He's got two different Decepticon logos on his arms, which he did in the original figure, looking back at it. I was looking at this one like, what is this one? This one looks kind of weird. And what they've done, and not only with him, but I also noticed on Whippersnapper, that they're putting stickers of the rub symbols, but they're not actually rub symbols. They're stickers of it looking like you've just rubbed it, which is weird. I don't know why they're doing that and not just putting a bloody rub sticker on it. They've got them. I mean, I've got Generations figures that have them on there, so it's just, this is weird. I don't get it. And my other minor gripe about stickers kind of goes to like the placement on the stickers. They've got them all over, which, okay, fine, I guess. I like the shininess to them, but the problem is the ones on the legs aren't on the right spots. They come up and like peel up, and I don't think over time they're going to stay on the figure. And that kind of stinks. Other problems I've got with the figure, again, minor stuff. He's got a backpack, which looks okay here in the robot mode, but when he gets into his double-headed dragon mode, it looks kind of dumb. And the other thing that looks kind of dumb, the double-headed dragon mode, I do like the heads on him, but they form the feet, and they just look really, really tiny. It's like they should have been bigger. And they would have worked fine as a bigger head on the dragon anyway. Why they didn't do that, I don't know. But here in robot mode, he kind of looks like he's on skis. And I don't know. It doesn't really affect the stabilization of the figure. It works. They just look too small to me. Alright, that's really pretty much all the complaining I have for this figure. Everything else is actually really, really good. Articulation's pretty good. Transformation's pretty good. Sculpt is pretty good. I like it. I really, really do. Head rotates back and forth like that. There's a little bit of up and down motion, not too terribly much. He's got these really nice ratchet joints at the shoulder and right there, so they go in and out. There's a mushroom peg right there, and then he's got a single joint at the elbow. Nothing at the hand, nothing at the waist. That's all for transformation, which is why. His legs kick up super far. They kick about that far back because of the backpack there. They kick out all the way. There is a twist at the upper thigh. There is also a really nice knee joint right there that looks good. No lower leg rotation. His feet do have articulation because, well, it's transformation. They do not rotate, however, they do have that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being his widest possible stance, with both feet still flat on the floor. I don't get to say that a lot about Transformers. Taking a closer look at the figure itself, gotta say, love the head sculpt. This says Hun-Gurr all day long. Absolutely love it. Love the color scheme. I do like the stickers on his arms, although why the rub ones like that, I don't know. Just put an actual rub sticker on it. The turquoise blue on his shoulders look nice as well. The gray looks good. That kind of off-white color, I definitely dig. This purplish pink color, definitely very cool. Definitely reminds me of the old G1 toy, which is very, very nice. Lots of sculpted detail on there. The pink on the dinosaur or dragon parts look good, and on his chest. Everything just looks really, really nice. It's well done. Now taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, sculpt works pretty decent. I wish his beast claws there would have folded up more on the back of the arm. That would have looked better, I think. I like how the tail comes down on his chest there, down into the waist. That looks pretty good. The pins on the thighs themselves need to be spaced out a little bit more, I think. They just kind of angle out too far. It looks a little sloppy to me. Just undone, which is not good. The lower part of the backpack looks pretty decent. Don't mind it on the robot. Looks horrible on the dragon mode. But overall, the chest part of the bot itself, definitely very cool. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Now, while I love the glossy stickers on the figure, I like that metallic look, they're put on really sloppily, and I don't like that. I do like the dragon heads for his feet because it's the way they are, but they're too small. They look like skis. I like the red eyes in them, though. Those look nice. He's got some really hollow legs, and I'm going to, I would say I'd presume it was because of transformation, maybe into Abominus, because it really doesn't have an effect on the dragon mode. So I guess I'll see when I turn it into the combiner if I like it or not. The purple fins on the legs look good. We got these nice vents on the top of the legs, looking all kinds of cool. Overall, the legs are okay. They're almost, I would say they're almost a little too bulky, but they're not really. It's just those feet are so small, it looks out of proportion. For comparison, here we have Hun-Gurr with his Wave Mate Ripper Snapper and Hot Rod from Transformers The Last Knight. And as you can tell, he's a lot bigger than these guys. He really towers over Ripper Snapper here, and he's about a head and shoulder taller than Hot Rod. So it's a pretty decent sized figure. It's still not as big as what they used to be. Oh, that's what she said. But, I mean, it's not too terribly bad. Now, the one thing I didn't mention earlier in the review, you can take the feet and mount them on his arms for some additional gun cannons, because he doesn't come in with any kind of weaponry, which is really strange, that he didn't even come with like a sword or something. I don't know. A sword would have been nice. A nice, really ragged looking sword would have been cool for this guy. Now, Hun-Gurr is a double-headed dragon in his beast form, which I always liked in the cartoon. He was always one of my favorites, and he was kind of, well, one of the more prominent of the Terrorcons because he was the leader, and his two little heads, he would talk with the heads, and that was probably fun to animate. So let's go ahead and get Hun-Gurr in his Terrorcon beast mode and see what we think. So here we have Hun-Gurr in his beast mode, and I forgot something. Actually, I done messed up. You gotta flip these around here like this to complete out the neck. There we go. Now he's in his beast mode. Yeah, and overall, I think this looks pretty decent. I like it. I wish the tail was longer. I don't like the backpack hanging down there. But other than that, I really can't complain too much. I would have liked a little more articulation up here on the front legs. But yeah, so I just need a longer tail, no backpack, and articulation, and I'm cool. Now, the coolest thing about this guy is the articulation in the neck, because it's his legs. I mean, we can do this, we can do this. There's a twist up here. He's got this nice hinge joint there, which is very cool. The jaws, of course, are articulated. They move up and down, and then the cool thing is they move back and forth so he can actually argue or snap at himself, which I really, really do dig, because he did that in the show quite a bit. Just kind of close up here. I do like the stickers, even though they're not applied quite right. The pink and the purple look great. I love the little stickers on his forehead. I don't know if you can see that or not. Very nice. Down the back, we get all the little fins. We get double fins on the tail, which look really cool. Overall, really, really nice. Definitely digging him. I think they did a good job. In the design, overall, I think it's fun. They've got a lot of articulation in the necks, which is important for this figure, and they nailed that. Had this figure not had the articulation that it does in the upper necks for this dragon, oh man, I would have been really, really upset. But they did it, and they did it well, and I gotta say, this figure is fun to pose and play with just for the two necks on the dragon head, just to get it some really nice looking grrr poses. Now, that being said, the rear legs are posable really well because of the arms. It's these little legs that need some articulation at the ankle and at the knee, and some outward articulation. They would have done that. This thing would have been just spectacular. Lots of fun. But the way it sits, I can't complain, and if I'm going to pose him on the shelf, he's definitely got to be in this dragon mode. So is Hun-Gurr, a figure that you want in your Transformers collection. If you're collecting all the Power of the Prime stuff, you're definitely going to want to get him. If you are collecting all the combiners, he's a must-get because he's the main core of Abominus. And if you're a Terrorcon fan, I think you're going to like this. There's a lot of nods to the old G1 figure that I'm definitely digging. I love the color scheme. I love the head sculpt. The body and chest are fantastic. I do like the dragon mode and the articulation in the heads in that double dragon head. Very nice. You can get some really great poses out of that. I think that is really cool. That backpack hanging under the belly, though, that's just not very good at all. Some issues with the stickers, not applied properly, and that rub one is just really, really weird to me. He needs bigger dragon head, feet. Other than that, I mean, I can't complain too much about it, I guess, huh? I just did, but it is what it is. We're always going to nitpick about things, right? But overall, I am digging the figure. I'm glad they made it. It's a nice, stable figure. It feels good. The joints feel nice and tough, and it feels like it's going to be pretty durable. So there he is, Hun-Gurr from Transformers Power of the Primes.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.